Infinite hopes, countless dreams, and unlimited aspirations are what the students carry with them when they leave the safe galore of their schools and move into the exciting world of college. So here's a sneak peek of what and what not to expect from your life at one of the most popular universities of the nation, the Delhi University. Today we are in luck because we have been able to catch hold of two students from the campus.
Hi, my name is Anvesha. I am from Bhubaneswar natively, but I've been in Delhi since the past 4 years.
Hi, I'm Shinjini. I am from Calcutta and I have been in Delhi School of Economics for the past 4 years now.
And they are here with us to tell us certain very quick insights of what all is there to the campus life.
It's tough yet exciting. It's lively yet draining. And it's hectic yet solid.
What I'm going to take away from this is the friends that I have made here, most importantly. And it's an open campus, so people from all the other colleges also, they come here, and then you get to socialize a lot, and that is something that I'm going to take away. Other than studies, of course, that's there.
Why is Delhi University so popular, and why is the students from Delhi and from outside as well, they all are so keen on the campus?
When you know that DU having such a good alumni list and having topped every census list in India, you would definitely want to make it when your percentage is decent enough. I would say to all the people out there also, if you can make it, please come here.
Three best things that set the Delhi University North Campus apart from anywhere else.
One is extremely cohesive, super competitive because the colleges are very closely knit. Third is, I think the campus as a whole, the greenery. The greenery, if you go out, if you see the nature, Miranda House, St. Stephen's College to be particular, has amazing campuses, amazing campus. You should go there to see it. And of course the canteens as well.
It's all conglomerated. That is really cool. You find students from every part of the country, from all classes, from all kinds of educational backgrounds.
There are certain other aspects of college life that are very important. So one of them is hostel, of course, or any other things, any other infrastructural things that come to your mind. So do you think that DU is good enough in providing that, considering that it's a government university? Does it offer enough, or are there any fillers that you think that the college should provide or the university should provide overall?
So I stay at the postgraduate girls hostel, which is not exactly on campus. It's one metro station away from here basically. So it's a huge compound, and you can't really expect such good hostels in government universities. They have really good food. Couldn't have asked for anything more basically. You cannot get so many facilities at such subsidized rates on campus. We have hostel nights which are like fests, Compared to the D School fest, we are more excited about the hostel nights, and because boys come and that's like one night, one day in the whole year when they're allowed for a long time,
If we talk in terms of finances, what is more feasible for a student if the student is majorly keen on keeping their finances low? Is there a major difference, or is it just...
There's a huge disparity when it comes to a PG and when it comes to a hostel. Hostel is absolutely subsidized. It's going to be, I think, 8 times lower than what you would expect in a PG. And if it's a luxury PG where you have to get 4 times food, but I would say that if hostel maybe fee would be $1,000, if you shift to a flat in comparison to a PG, and if you're looking for roommates and flatmates, then it can come down to a 3,000 maybe, which PG in that case would continue to be around 4 times, 5 times more than what the hostel prices would generally be.
With respect to students who are very concerned about their academics, so is it good for these students to take up societies, to participate in other activities?
If you're a studious student and you're looking for something, you're going to invest your time in recreation, but not too much. I think the societies that you can join is entrepreneurship cell maybe. There's a reading Gandhi circle also, which might provide more insight. The literary clubs, the debating society, the Quizarati society as well.
And D School in this sense, I think she would agree with me, it's really academic, For example, even neither of us are from the economics department. So the economics department has some like society clubs, I don't know, but then they're again very academic.
Are there any particular fairs that you guys especially, look forward to, and the popular ones or the best ones?
So the best ones, I think I can rank it. First would be Hindu, definitely. Like Hindu has been the most charming fest of all times. Second is SRCC, definitely. It's crossroads. Every time you can't stand straight, you have to move your way through the elbow. The crowd is going to move with you, so you're going to have that kind of dynamism and panache in that whole fest. I think third would be, I don't know, I'm partial towards my college, so I would say Miranda.
Any signing off message that you want to give to the aspirants who have taken admission, who are there on the campus, the freshers, the fachas as you call them?
This morning I was coming to college and they had this, the Times of India had this thing, welcome freshers. I was like so jealous and so nostalgic. So I just want to tell them that this is the best part of your life and this is one of the best places you can be in. So just live it up. No tips, just live it up.
When you walk on to the classroom, when you see the classroom, you're going to be intimidated by your teacher, but that's part of the things that you don't carry with you. So just breathe it in.
So breathe it in and live it up, guys. That's what we have, and it's a wrap from here.